Hey everybody, it's Belinda. In this video, I'm talking with Tessa Marie. We are still talking about the banking industry, the qualifications, the different positions.
Anything after that, you need a college diploma. To go in beyond the entry level, you would need a college diploma for the
Okay.
second level, where you spend about 2 years in that position before you move, but you're making good money.
Right.
And they
So,
also take you if you have degrees as a management trainee. So you can come in straight from university and enter as a management trainee. So you go in a training position, you get paid high, and
mhm,
you're trained, and you're sent now from the head office into a branch to train from scratch all the way up.
right. How long is that program usually?
That is 12 months.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean you know everything, but you're trained.
Okay.
You have interaction with staff, you'd have staff interaction, you maybe have to discipline a call up, next time and it did well. You might have to do some um, where you do some approvals, you check them out and see what is going on with them. You do you talk to the staff about sometimes etiquette, sometimes hygiene.
Okay.
So you would sit, you wouldn't be in, but you'd sit on it. You wouldn't be interacting. But while the manager is having that, or the manager of financial services having this interaction with that person on the coaching, you would sit in so that you learn how it's done.
Okay. So and then you say there's like a receptionist position, which is also entry level. Is that the same qualifications, just a cashier?
Yes, yes. So and they look at personality because you're the captain of the boat.
Okay.
You're maybe the least among them for in salary, but you're still the captain of the boat because your behavior determines the reception they get at the back.
Oh.
So that's one of the reasons. For that reason, I would always ask people that if you're going for an interview, go early so you can observe what happens in that department, that section of that office, the business.
Mm-hmm.
If that person is flustered and there's yelling and screaming and there's stuff happening, then if this is what they show the public, you just can't imagine what happens in the back.
Right.
So that's so yeah. So she is the person that you'll say, hey, it's a horrible customer coming in. Her attitude can affect the customer's behavior. Then they come to you, they come with this harsh attitude. She ignored them, they were waiting. By the time they come to you, they want your head.
Right.
So she is the person that is most important in the bank. She can make or break a bank, or he can make and break a bank. It's both. They are both sexes. Kind of anybody, what I guess, in your country.
And so can they, with that position, do they switch out? Like, will one day or one week she's working as a receptionist and then the next week she's working as a cashier, as a
No,
teller?
she can.
Okay.
She can because you have to have somebody cover lunch, or she can go there. It's up to you. You can come up to your manager and say, "I would like to get some training for me to do better than this position."
Okay.
So it's up to you. And the bank offers training all the time.
Okay.
And the bank offers opportunity. They prefer to hire from within to as you're going up
Mm-hmm.
because they already know your behavior. They don't have to train you too much.
Right.
Just in the position you're going to learn some of that. And you
Do-
can also shadow, you can ask to shadow somebody, and
Right.
they will let you shadow somebody. Like one of the guys, he was not even working for us. He was a security guard, and I took him and brought him all the way to a financial advisor.
Wow.
And he started as a teller, and he was making $10 an hour in those days, about 9 years ago. In Canada, it's $15 and $18 an hour. So, and I moved him from there. I told him and he has a job. I told him how he knew how he had to get dressed.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't even have a tie. He had to go and buy a tie, and he didn't know how to tie the tie, but he was very, very aggressive. And
Right.
today he runs a sales team that sells mortgages, a mortgage sales force, not in a branch, of maybe 35 people report to him.
Wow. So let me ask you, do you think it is the employee's responsibility to take their career in their hands? So
Of
it would
course,
be,
of
so
course.
they should be responsible to say, hey, I want to learn something, not
They,
wait for somebody.
they have to be their own advocate. You must be your own advocate in all aspects of your life. If you go to the doctor, you have to know what you're going to talk to the doctor about. If you go to the dentist, you have to say, my gums are sore.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? So you have to advocate. If you want a promotion, if you want to do better, you have to show a lot of stuff. Like, I would like to train to do this. Can I shadow during my lunchtime?
Mm-hmm.
And then they would shadow somebody. Oh, I'm so and so has an appointment on how to open an account. Can I shadow them at lunchtime
So
to
when
see
you
how they do it?
when you shadow somebody at lunchtime, does that mean that's my lunch and I don't get to eat my
No,
lunch?
it's a choice. It's if it's you don't, or you can come earlier. If your shift starts at 12, you can say, can I come in at 9 to shadow? So and so has an appointment book and I would like to learn how to do that.
Okay. Do you get paid for that? Do
Well,
you know?
no.
You're just volunteering.
Because you're salaried
Oh,
employee.
that's right.
So you get your salary is fixed.
Okay.
And you have all your benefits too. You have tons of benefits. So you don't do that. You come in early, you ask permission. You cannot just do that. And then the person who you're shadowing have to ask the customer if it's okay
Right.
that you sitting on the interview.
Right.
So all
Right.
of that happens.
How many people in a small bank would works in a bank? Because a lot of times you don't see everybody. You may see two or three tellers and maybe two or three people in an office. But how many people total work in a bank?
But in my branch, I had 35.
In one bank?
Yeah, but we were one branch, a branch.
Oh, branch. Okay.
That was a mega branch. So I had 15 sales staff, and the rest were tellers and the lower level after before the advisors, and so that was quite a bit. Um, so you had that, and then you have those that are just doing. There's some sort of paperwork system
Mm-hmm.
that they have to do. So that gets so they when they not tellers when the tellers do their work, if they're out, they don't balance. Somebody double checks that.
Oh,
The financial advisors, there's a second set of eyes that double checks the credit products you sell. So there's a lot of checking at the back.
okay.
But we had 35, that was 35 active employees because we were 8 to 8 branch, 8 in the morning to 8 at night.
Mm-hmm.
So not every people cannot work 16 hours, right? So you have people working 8 to 4, and then they would come 12 to 8. So we overlap for a bit for 4 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Did y'all? What about weekends? Y'all work Saturdays?
yeah, and you can stagger. For a while, they were even open on Sunday, so it was open 6 days a week. I think only now it's 6 days a week. Well, with COVID, things are different,
Right.
but Sunday there was Sunday opening too.
Oh wow.
So
That's.
you still only work your 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's really has its benefit. For example, when I was working at that level, my children were still at home. So if I worked Monday to Friday, all I did on Saturday was pick people up over here, drive them here, pick the lawn, pick the cleaning over there. So when they came and they said you can work Saturdays, I volunteered. It was a dual purpose. I had one, it was the kids, and the most important one at the time was that I could I was free to help more customers and train the customers to be better bankers for themselves, better citizens, better steward of their own money.
Right.
So that was a win-win for me.
If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel now. Please like the videos and hit the alert so that when new videos come, you can be alerted. I'll see you at the next video.